What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the DNA. We are going to be discussing Ladakh today. If you have already decided to travel to Ladakh, you will know that there is a lot of guidelines, a lot of restrictions in Ladakh right now, just like almost every other state. And there has been changes, which is constantly being made. And this weekend, we have some more changes that have come up. So I made a list of some things that I'm going to be discussing with you. So let's begin. The first thing, if you would have followed the previous guidelines, you would have noticed that the restaurants are all closed, not all the shops can be open, and if you're going to be taking a homestay or staying in a hotel, if they have a restaurant in-house, they would be able to serve you food, otherwise you will have trouble finding food. I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll find it somewhere, but it was not as easily accessible because restaurants were closed, and based on the current guidelines, the restaurants can be open. They are going to be open from 7 a.m. in the morning till 9 p.m. at night. So it's actually going to be open throughout the day. So you will not have any issues in getting food, which is the most important thing. And secondly, talking about your shopping, gift shops, souvenir shops, considering their business also depends on tourism, there has been some relaxations on those as well. So the gift shops will be open starting 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you're going to do any shopping, just don't plan them for early mornings. Anytime after 1 p.m. you should be able to find the shops open, so plan it accordingly. Secondly, I want to talk about movement of vehicles around. You might have noticed the previous guideline had some policies about your registration number ending with an even number and an odd number, depending on what number it ends with. There is specific dates when you get to travel. That is not on the new guidelines anymore. So if you are a private or a tourist traveler and you're taking your own vehicle, you should not have any issues moving around. But if you are going to be hiring a vehicle there, it's going to have some restrictions. You can only have 50% of the vehicle capacity. If it's like an Innova or a big SUV that you're taking, you'll have 3 passengers allowed. If it's a sedan or a hatchback, say 2 of them allowed. So if you are 4 people traveling or 6 people traveling, you might have to hire multiple vehicles accordingly. The new restrictions or the new guidelines do not talk about any changes on the test reports that are needed. So you will still need to have a negative RT-PCR report with you when you're entering Leh, and it has to be less than 96 hours. So when you're leaving from Delhi or wherever you're leaving from, just make sure that less than 4 days ago you have taken the test and you have a negative report with you. Even after you have that report, you will have to go through a rapid test before entering Leh. So that is something which you will have to accommodate, nothing you can do about it. Something which I have seen happening when I was reading around on the internet: do not forge your reports, do not make duplicate reports. If you have good skills in editing documents, good skills in Photoshop, use it somewhere else. Firstly, like we just established, these guidelines are for your safety, are for the safety of the people. And secondly, these documents will be verified. The QR codes will be scanned, and by doing these unethical practices, you are not only putting yourself at risk by violating the law, but you are also putting other people at risks, because these tests are not just for them to know if you're positive or negative, it is also for you to know if you're positive or negative, and you to know when to stop. If you have already decided to do it, these are the fresh guidelines. In case there is any major changes, I will make another video about it. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We will have regular updates coming about Ladakh, like I said, and also some other things which I normally do. Like if you've seen my channel, I normally make videos about motorcycles, biking content, motor vlogs, traveling, things like that. So do consider subscribing if you're interested into those things, and ride safe and have fun. I'll see you again in the next video.